Good morning. Let me just adjust my chair, take a sip of water. Maybe I should take a sip of tea. Nice. Okay. Let's get going, shall we? Ah, jeez, everything's on the wrong screen. Wait a minute. Just give me a second. And voila, I'm here. Okay, so you might notice that things look a little bit different. Let's just start this tracker before I forget. I actually got an achievement yesterday on Steam. Apparently, I've been streaming for 500 hours. So yeah, that's a thing now. Where's this thing putting? Why is it putting it here? Sort descending. Yeah, I just want to see the latest one on top. There we go. Okay, cool. Okay, so I made a couple of changes. Well, like I did what I did, and then I spoke to my wife, and we kind of thought about it a little bit more. Eventually we got to a different layout, because we felt like, well, while this was cool, we kind of felt like roots maybe are a bit better than. So we have this center core, which is the heart seed, and then there are roots going out, connecting all the different rooms, right? Which, I mean, that's also a good way of representing it, and I kind of like it a little bit more. So I just got a random piece of, well, I asked ChatGPT to generate this thing for me, which it did very badly, so I just cut it. I cut and paste a bunch more so that I have a full root system here. Yeah, but this is kind of the idea. So we are rebuilding this level prep thing from scratch. But I think it's gonna be a little bit better. I'm also simplifying these even further. So you'll have the little icon in here, and this icon you should be able to see pretty much all the time. And then this one, the one on top of it, that is going to be your well, it's essentially going to be the icon for the character, right? So your character like icon thingy. So yeah, so that's kind of where we're going. And then the blue one is going to go away when there's no character in it. So you can always see where your characters are, and that's it. No name or anything like that. Now, if you click on it, obviously you'll see the preview here. So I think that's nice and symmetrical, everything in the middle. I like that. You'll maybe see some info on the room in here somewhere as well. And then, yeah, we just have these extra 2 spots for some other things that we can do. Yeah, so we're going to try that, see how it goes. But hopefully it works nicely. Okay, so I did get it to at least run now. So I can play the game and it can run. And when you click on the slots, it doesn't really work. So let's go fix some of that. So I think everything's fine in the game manager. Okay, so if we have these room, I'm basically building everything from scratch in terms of my slots. So we have this hard seat room slot scriptable object, which now keeps a bunch of information a little bit more organized than it was before. And I'm also thinking about this while I'm building it because I need to balance, and I know how to balance now with the spreadsheets. So I'm keeping that in mind as I go. Hopefully. Okay. So let's just see. So I was just testing some stuff to see if everything worked. Okay, so this doesn't work. You can't do this because the event or this callback, even though it registers to all of them, it uses the last I that it got. Fortunately, I did figure out that you can get all the slots, so everything of a type, which is kind of nice because I put in 5 slots and it immediately found the 5 slots. So if I want to put in more, it'll know about them. No problem. Okay, so that's good. The fact that that works is kind of nice. We just need to figure out how to get it to have a number. Okay, so I can already see how this could be a problem. So what I would ideally want, right, is for the player to unlock the closest slots first, right? So you start with these 5 and then you move out to the sides, right? So I need to somehow number them or something like that so we know which slot is which. Now I can obviously change the name of each slot. I wonder what this is. Tooltip. Where do these attributes come from? Are they just basic? The basic ones that we always get. Yeah, so what I'm thinking is I should probably just rename them manually. So, you know, make that one room 0 type thing. Room 1. Oopsie. Yeah, I mean, it's a little bit more work. The renaming not take. Yeah, but that's kind of the only way I can figure can get these to number themselves in the right order. Okay, and then maybe what I should do instead, is grab these, create a list. Okay, so I think I have a list, slot list. Okay, okay, I see what I did there. Okay, so instead of doing this then, which is kind of cool that you could just do that, but I want them to have specific positions in the list, and I don't think there's really another way of doing that. Okay, so we just want a slot list, which is just a new list, right? We don't need this debug anymore. Okay, and then okay, slot list dot count. We could do int slot list count, right? We could do something like that, and then we could just grab this and do slot list count and do a dot count here. The end. Now that's not necessarily perfect. But it at least gives me a number of the slot lists that I never have to worry about, right? And it's always going to know how many there are, because it can just find all of them. Okay, so go through this, and now we need to do a string slot name equals string dot format. I think it's just room slot. Yeah, it's just something like that. Okay, so something like that. But we put this in yeah, something like hard seed room slot, and we substitute that with an I, and I starts at 0, which would give it the first one slot name is equal to that. Okay. Okay, so then we just need hard seed room slot, not a new one, equals main container dot queue. So just something like that. Okay, and then we do slot list dot add slot. So we add the slot to the thing, and then we can just do slot dot init initialize slots, and then we can do something like that. And what we can do here, perhaps, so we could just have this slot, not this one, the slot itself, right? Have public int slot number. Okay, just so we know which slot is which. So just a or slot ID. So we can find the slot if we need it easily. And this is more for callbacks and stuff like that, so we can okay, so let's see slot init slot. And when we do that, we need to give it an int ID. Okay, slot ID equals ID. Okay, that's perfect. Okay, so we just pass in I. Yeah. And then we can do slot.register callback. And then instead of just giving I, we do slot.id here. Just do that. Yeah, that's good. Slot ID. Okay, I think we'll achieve the same thing with it, but we should now be able to give the correct slot ID with this register callback. I hope. Okay, let's just save and see if that works. Don't know what this thing's all about. Okay, let's give it a go. Okay, no weird errors, obviously. That looks a bit weird. Okay, so this should be slot 0. Slot 2, slot 1, slot 3, slot 4. Okay, that's perfect. So at least this time they they register the callback correctly. Okay, that is good. Okay, so that's just the start. I just did that to figure this out. So, okay. We have the slots in a list of slots. Okay. You can see the slots. We can click on them and all that good stuff. Okay, now this level prep UI is quite complicated. Like I did so many things here. But kind of nice if I could make it simpler by some means. Yeah, we'll have to see. We'll have to see. Okay, so first of all, let's just try to unlock the slots. I just thought about a potential complication before we go too far. So the potential complication is... Okay, we have... Okay, so this is fine. This should work, but we still need the default slots, right? So I actually need 4 more slots, which are default slots. Okay, so these are room slots. Now, okay, I need to think about this. So the room slot's fine. I would like to make all of these slots the same thing, so I don't have to do weird things again with the inheritance and stuff like that. Okay, so this is a hard seed room slot, so it's gonna... Okay, so what I'm thinking is... Okay, let's say we add a visual element. We could say... We could call this one hard seed room slot. Let's say hard seed room H hard seed room slot container. Okay, so I'm gonna try something. So we make this thing, and it's basically the whole size. So if I drag them in there, all of them should still work fine. Okay, and then we can add another visual element, and this one's not gonna be... This one is gonna be the default slot container. Right. Yeah, something like that. And for default slots, you know, I kind of don't care too much. Okay, so let's see. We want to kind of... Well, no, it can stay at the top. But we want to move it over. Okay, let's do 800. 800. Okay, it's obviously not very middle-ish right now. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. So from here, we just add more of these room slots, but this is gonna be a default slot 1, for instance. And we'll have 4 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's see, where are our... Oh my word, look at this. Crying out loud. default slots. Dot default slot. Okay. I think they are all now default slots as well. Okay, so let's just try something here. Okay, so make them relative. That's better. Okay, and then we can grab the container itself. And let's just put them in like so. Okay, that's also not bad. Okay, so let's just stretch it out a little bit. Now, okay, the default slots don't need to be very big. Yeah, so we're just overwriting some stuff here. And they also don't need a background. Actually, they do need a background, which is just completely transparent. There we go. Okay, the icon holder could be an issue. Somehow. I don't know. Okay, let's just try something. Let's make this 700. 700. Okay, I'm guessing it's because the visual elements. Yeah, it's a bit weird, right? The icon holder. I made it to be on top. Nah, it's always gonna be that way now. Okay, let's see if we can't make it do that, but a little bit differently. So what if we just... Okay, we keep it the size it is. We unset that. So now it's inside of the actual slots, right? Okay. Okay, so what I'm going to try... So let's see if I grab this. And I tell it to center its contents. Okay, so now they are centered. And then... Okay, now we need to be careful. Would padding push it up? Not exactly how I would imagine. Hmm. Yeah, changing the icon is definitely the easiest way to do this. Okay, so let's see if we grab the icon and we push it. Yeah, so we could still give it a relative. Okay, so we could still do that for the icon itself. Could that be okay for the default slots as well? This is such an annoying thing to work with, I tell ya. Okay, well, anyway, let's just do this. So we center them and we center them. And they kind of look like that. And now all I need to do realistically is add a bit of adding. Right, something like that. And essentially what could happen now, so if I grab any one of these default slots, right? So if we assume we, for instance, don't have slot 2 or slot 3 or slot 4, I believe the problem is my background is probably just not very centered. That's why that looks the way it does. Yeah, I kind of knew that was the thing. Okay, but we could do something like this, right? Where our slots, the default slots specifically, which now again lost their... How the hell does this keep happening? This is pretty damn frustrating. Dot default slot. Okay. I don't understand. I think this is just typical behavior for Unity UI Toolkit, I guess. All the bugs, they're kind of annoying. Okay, let's just go find this one. So for now, I just want to show all the default slots. We'll hide them in the future. Okay, so they're just going to sit there with their little icons. Nothing fancy. Right. We'll go from there eventually. Okay. So what I want to do now, I want to grab this and then encode where I grab my slots. Yeah, so we want to do a .q here. Find a visual element called that. So we don't want to find just all the Heartseed room slots. We want to only find the ones inside of this container. Okay, I like that a little bit better. Okay, do we want all the slots or do we just want the default slots? I don't actually know. Yeah, so we got a slot list here. Now we could make another slot list, which is just a default slot list. If I wanted them to be separate, which I sort of do. But I don't know if I need a list for them. I might just add them to the characters, to be honest. Yeah, let's just add them to the characters. So if I want to access them, I can just ask the character. Yeah. I also want, I think, a list of type character. Right. Okay. So now at least we got this right. So now I can use the same slot type for everything, so we are a little bit more consistent with our slot types. We don't have to worry about different slots doing all kinds of funny things. Okay, so what I'm thinking is okay, let me just try something. I'm going to play it. I just want to see what happens if I click on the icon only. Is it still contained within the Heartseed slot? Null reference exception. How? Okay, so I have a feeling it failed. Let's go see. No, it did not fail. Okay, these ones don't do anything. Okay, if I click on the... Okay. So if I click on the icon or... Okay, that could be okay, I guess. It doesn't really matter. Okay. So, what we essentially want, and Would be good if I could just get all of the same functionality going here for slot clicked, right? I'm just going to copy that. Okay, and then we can see how exactly we need, what else we need. Okay. Okay, so I'm just gonna comment out things for now, which I think won't necessarily be relevant for this implementation. Okay, but we'll see. Okay, so verify replacement character. Okay, select character. Okay. So we just need to make this a hard seed room slot instead, which might be a problem because I don't know if it's got. So it's got a character. Okay, that's good. Hey, Sundeep Arat. How's it going, man? Yeah, we have this unselect all going here. Okay, and then the change current slot for the characters and swap slot takes. Okay, well, maybe I do want that. It would kind of depend on the slot itself. Or the slot data, the type of slot that it is. Yeah, so takes dead characters might be a bad way to think about it. Yeah, so we might unlock the room slot here, and then we obviously get a slot SO, and that thing could maybe have a property that tells us whether or not it takes a dead character or not. So that would be something like the infirmary. I guess we can have a default. Let's put that one at the top. Default room type. Right, so that's also a type of room that I can have, a default room. Yeah, let's just put it over here. Public bool takes dead character. Okay, something like that. So it would be slot so dot takes dead character that we need to check for. Okay. Okay, so now changing character slots. We just need to think about those, how we want those to work. Now, I think it would be better for us if we can replicate. Yes, I'm going to have to rewrite so much code. This is kind of annoying. Slot.room type. Okay, so this thing doesn't know what room type it is, but I think the slot SO does. Yeah. So that's another place we had to go. Slot. Okay. Okay. It's not going to be a fixed room type, so this is going to be a hard default room. Okay, and this is slot.slot so.room type. It's not a revive station anymore. Infirmary. Okay, so if it's an infirmary, you do this stuff. Okay, this is getting... Okay, verify replacement character. Okay, I understand what that is. So select character. Okay, if we go back here, select character, what did we do previously? So we give it a character. We said if it's null, select character null. Okay, that's fine. You have selected some character. We scale the icon. We make it selected. We change our selected character. And we show our more character stats. Okay, that's perfectly fine. It's a reasonable function to keep. So character.icon. Oh, I see. Okay, so that's why the character needed an icon. So we would assign the character with an icon that I would scale when it was selected. Okay. Now we can give it an icon again. Okay, so that's the one thing that we need, and is selected is true. Okay. So that's just a public boolean is selected. Okay, straightforward like that. Okay, so that pretty much makes this thing just work now. Okay. Yeah, it would be nice if I don't have to rewrite all this stuff, so I'm not opposed to copying some of this. Okay, we have a character list. Okay, this is just the initialization of the character list in start. Okay, so let's do that. And in start, yeah, we already have a bunch of stuff here. So let's just do primate void init character list. Right, so we do something like that. Okay, so let's see. So we don't need the rune list there. So we set the character list. We can make this a for loop instead. So I'm just gonna change that to a for loop. For int I less than. Okay, let's see. Player manager dot instance dot get game objects dot count. Okay, so we do something like that. And let's just see something. What did I call this character? Okay. So we can say game object, not like that. Character object equals get party member. Like so, we slap an I, right? Something like that. So now we have the character object. Okay, so let's see. So we do all this stuff. Character object can replace that. So that is to get the. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Okay, character create default room slot. That's not a thing, so we need to maybe make that a thing. Register slot callback. Oh, register slot clicked. Color. Why would we have a color for the character? I don't think I want that. Okay, we'll look at the other ones now. Character ID is just that. Okay. Okay, let's not worry about that one. And let's take this one out as well. Okay, so we'll come back to this and we'll see how much of this functionality we actually need. So that's initializing the character list, and we could also initialize slot list in a similar manner. Yeah, I think I like that. Public void initialize slot list. Right, just because it sorts out my start function a little bit. Yeah, so just like that, and then I can collapse it, which is nice. And then over here, I could just do init slot list and init character list, right? Something like that. So now, and what's nice about that is if I need to reinitialize them, I can just call those functions, because the start, I don't need to go through start, which is cool. Okay, now this is a create default room slot. Okay, so let's go back to level prep and let's see what that actually meant. Yeah, okay, so default slot character icon holder. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do instead of that. I just need to set the default slot, right? So instead of all this nonsense, I'm gonna change this a little bit. Character dot default slot equals, and okay, so this would be for character 0. Okay, I see the potential problem here. Int. Okay, where do we use I? Okay, so we use it there. I can hold a name that might start with a 1 instead. Okay, but anyway, default slot, we can just do equals main container q dot art seed room slot. Okay, we just need to give it a name. So I'm gonna do a string dot format. Okay, and I named these pretty simply, I believe. Yeah, default slot 1. Okay, so it's gonna be something like this. Okay, let's just do that. LV, put a good old thing in there. Go, Damon. How's it going? Something like that. And this is just I plus 1, right? Yeah, and that's effectively all we need to do for the default slot. Okay, that's way simpler. Oh yeah, I was setting the colors here. That's dumb. Don't need that. Okay. So now it will know what its default slot is, and I don't need to... it's always going to know its default slot. I don't need to do anything fancy with it. Like write a whole function for it. Okay, so each character will have a default slot. That's okay. Okay. What I do think we should do... YouTube time! We might want to register a callback. Right? A pointer down event and a hard seed room slot. And we want to call ch dot EVT. Huh? Wait, why don't I remember how to register a callback now? Yeah, there we go. So we do slot clicked. Yeah, because this is just a normal slot. All my slots are the same. No more of this different types of slot nonsense. I can call them different things, but they are functionally the same. It makes this easier. Okay. So we can click a default slot. No problem. Okay, so now the callback's registered for the default slot. Currently, nothing especially interesting is going to happen. Okay, we should also register this callback properly for the other slots. Yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna do a good old copy here. Okay, so pointer down, we give it the slot itself, not this one, just slot. Okay, there we go. So now all my callbacks for default slots have been registered. I'm just gonna delete this stuff. Okay. I think that's it. For the characters, at least. So now I can just do this. And I might still have to do a lot of stuff here, but at least And that is something. Okay. Now let's see. When we click on the slot, what's gonna try and happen? Okay, so there's this verify. That doesn't work yet. Okay, we have unselect all function that doesn't work either. We could just grab that one from our good old let's see. Just like this, right? Select character and unselect all. So it just goes through the characters in the character list. Main container.q image. Okay, just resets the scale and it says it changed it to false. Okay, that's good. It's nice and clean. Doing all the things to unselect. Okay, change current slot and swap slots. Okay. What does swap slots do? Okay, so it takes the slot, gets the character, checks if it's nothing. Okay, so if there's nothing in the slot, it just changes the slot for the character. Okay, that's fine. Otherwise, character's dead, we just return. Okay, this is just to send them back to their own. Okay, we can grab this. Okay. So swap slots can be a thing. Now, the only problem here is the room type. So this room type is now different. So it's going to be a hardseed room slot dot. Where are my room types now? So this is this one. Okay, we have a new room slot, so oh no, wait. Yeah. Dot slot so dot room type. Okay, there we go. Okay, change current slot. So this is the changing of the slots for the characters. Okay, so this was a method inside of the character. This one over here. Okay, we can give it the same method again. Something like that. Let's just see if it works out. So we give it a new slot. So the type of slot is not a slot anymore. It's a hardseed room slot. Okay. Game object get component character data current room. Oh, okay. So in character data, our current room. This is not, this is character data. Alright, so room type. Okay, this is gonna break a lot of stuff. Yeah, because now there will be type errors with the level prep thing. Yeah, okay. And that's kind of annoying. Yeah, I don't want to. I mean, I'm literally getting rid of all this this whole script, essentially, but I don't want to just delete it necessarily. It would be kind of nice if it can stick around for a little bit longer. Okay. So let's just see if this thing, so change current slot. Okay. So we get a new slot, that's fine. And if our current slot dot character is equal to this, we remove. Okay, so that would be current slot dot characters equal to this character, and we do current slot dot remove character. So that just removes the character from the current slot. Okay. Then our current slot becomes our new slot, and our current slot dot add character this. Okay. Okay. A little bit convoluted, I think, but it seems okay. Okay. So swap slots takes a slot, but it should now be a hard seed room slot for this to work out. Okay, so the only thing is this verify replacement character, which I am not going to implement right now. Okay, so that seems pretty good. Now, what I'm expecting to happen, so if we think about this, we now initialize the characters, right? So that's good. So it should go and create the icon, the sprite, all that stuff, set the default slot. What else did we do? Did we normally change the slot so it actually goes there? When we created the default slot. Ah, okay. Yeah, so we would do okay, and then we'll do character dot current slot equals default slot, right? That sets up our default slot nicely. So I'm thinking the character should now appear. Okay, no, we don't add an icon yet, so let's just go see how we did that normally. Yeah, okay, so when we add a character, we need to do icon holder add character dot icon. Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna copy this first, paste it over here. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so first of all, we started off with if character is equal to null. So for some reason, if we add a character but we actually put null, that means we want to remove the character instead. Okay. Is empty should be false. Is that something I track here? Apparently, I should. Public bool is empty. T. Okay, we can do that. Okay, so we add the character icon into the icon holder. Okay, I think that's okay. Okay, so if I'm not mistaken, we should actually see character icons in our thingy over here. Okay, now we have a lot of problems in our code. Scripts with compile errors. My word. Okay. Yeah, this is because I changed the room type. Yup. Everywhere where I checked for the room types. Oh yeah, this is my... Okay, that's not so bad. Okay, so this should be hard seat room slot, observation room. And this one should just be room default. Okay, so those two are fine. Yeah, stop. Massive errors, big problems. Okay, this script is now okay. So that was just our dev tools. All our passive abilities are broken. Yep, as I check if they are in the observation deck. So that's no longer a thing. The whole waiting room idea is gonna pretty much be... Well, we'll see. Okay, so if they are in an observation room. Okay, so this was the ninja. Okay, ninja. Ranger. Wizard. I think that's the knight is the only other one I haven't done. Okay, there we go. We can close those. I don't think other ones have any more errors. Yeah, this one's fine. Ranger passive is fine. And ninja passive is fine. Yeah. Okay. There's something funny here. Current room. Observation deck. Observation room. Oh, that's the wisdom application. Okay. So that was for experience gains. Now character stat manager. Okay, any other problems? Well, let's see. Okay, hot reload is just old. Those are old errors. Just forget about it, man. Okay. Let's give it a go. Ah, super thirsty today. Yeah, well, we got this far. Which is already a bit of an achievement. Ah, look at that. Okay. Okay, as soon as I click on it, there's a null reference exception error. Slot.so.room type. Oh, I didn't set that. Oopsie. My bad. My bad. Okay. I think I did create a default room. No, I didn't create. Default room. Okay. This is just the default room. It doesn't really do anything. Doesn't need a texture, it just needs to be set to default. Takes dead characters. Yes. That's one of the few places dead characters can go. But yeah, we can make all of this none. Because they don't affect anything. They don't give us anything. Everything's 0. Cost is 0. No tooltip, nothing. So it's a very... I mean, it's a bit dumb, right? There's literally nothing in the scriptable object. But... oh no. So, well, I don't think I'm gonna ditch the scriptable objects. This game might have to be released with them in place. But I have that that system I built with the spreadsheets or the CSV files that interact with the scriptable objects. So I don't actually work with them. I'm just doing this now, but in the future, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna essentially have a spreadsheet where I can tweak and balance all these things in one go, and then I don't have to worry about it. So I don't actually have to look at the scriptable objects necessarily. It's just because I'm building out a new system and I don't know how everything's gonna come together. I'm doing this. Yeah, that's at least the idea. Make a simple .NET app. Yeah, no problem, eh? Quick and easy. Yeah, there's probably other ways. Okay. What was I trying to do? Okay, I had that error. Oh, that's because I didn't set the scriptable object, right? Because with these slots, when I make them go, I need to initialize the slot. I need to initialize the slot. Don't think I did that with the default slots. But yeah, I also need to do... oh, wait, how the hell do I... yeah, no problem, Damon. It's... I understand. You want me to do better. I want me to do better as well. One day I will. Okay, so this is now kind of annoying. So how the hell did I do this over here? Did I just... it's probably very convoluted. I know how I did it. It's in the exchangeable rooms that I had to do this, where I had to set the scriptable object for the items, or in my waiting room. Yeah, no, it was super convoluted. Okay, so now I kind of have a new thing going here. Ah, damn it, man. This is now going to be so annoying. How do I want to do this one? Essentially, what I need to do is I need to give this slot a scriptable object, because a lot of the data is in that scriptable object, right? So how do I give it a scriptable object? It's not a mono behavior, right? It's not something that's serialized, so I can't just plug it in. I can load resources, can't I? I never know how to load. So it's a visual element. So it's a custom visual element, right? And you can't make it, you can't give it any anything for a constructor, right? So I can't put anything there. As soon as you put any parameter in there, it breaks the constructor. And I guess it's because of how UI toolkit work, right? It's not like you are. So what I just did, I don't think I can. I've tried it multiple times. Oh, you can have more than one constructor. Ah. Well, all I did was... Okay, so that doesn't really make a difference, because I could just have a method here that takes a slot, a scriptable object, and then I can set it that way, right? It's like the same thing. The problem is I need a reference so I can pass it in. So it'd be kind of cool if I could just grab the scriptable object in code without needing to plug it into, like, because I know what, I could just do this, right? I could just go, oh yeah, cool, public heart seed room slot scriptable object, add the default slot. So there we go, bam, it's there. So I plug it into my level prep heart seed UI, whatever thing, and then I can reference it in this function when I'm setting everything up, right? Oh. Okay, so resources is also not the solution here. And I also don't want to do this, because that's going to get super cluttered. Unless I just do... I guess what I can do is I could just add a script here, a mono script where I can plug everything in. And that way it's still separate. Okay. The resource loading is not the solution. I think I'll just add a component then. Why not use a static class? How would that work? Oh, you mean for the, instead of a scriptable object? Would I be able to do something like this? Can I just create multiple variants of the same static class and then just have little drop downs where I could select the stuff? Nah, it's fine. Okay, I'm gonna try this. So I'm just gonna make a little helper script just to contain all the garbage, I think. It's not gonna be perfect, but it's gonna be better than just sticking it straight into the same UI script and messing everything up. Oh yeah, I have a long way to go. I'm I'm under no illusion that I know what I'm doing. I know how to solve the problem with the knowledge I have. I'm just not happy about how I'm gonna solve the problem though. Okay, but anyway. So this is just gonna be something like hot seed room SO manager. AC Stron, knowing is half the battle. Knowing that you don't know is the other half of the battle. Okay. Hot seed room slot SO manager. There's knowing what you don't know, and there's knowing what you don't know. What? Yeah. And ignorance, thinking you know what you don't know. Is that ignorance or arrogance? What do I want to call this? HRS HRSSO manager. Open, I don't know. I'm gonna call it the helper. It doesn't manage anything, it just helps me. Arrogance is bliss. No. Ignorance. Oh, okay. Wait, yeah, no, that makes sense. Okay, let's do this. I could make a scriptable object that does this as well, actually. Because it's essentially the same idea. Why would I want to do that, though? Then I could plug it into different places. This is what I did with the stat lists, actually. Okay, so we can have more than one constructor in an element. UI builder needs a default one without parameters. Then I can add some extra ones with parameters. Okay, yeah, because I kept getting the UI builder issue, where it gives me a problem every time. Okay, but that's fine. Would you agree? I mean, a constructor is nice and everything. But I mean, I could get some of the same things working just by creating a method that I called initialize slot or something, eh? That's also fine. Okay. A constructor is just a type of method, right? In a way. Or is a method a type of constructor? Okay, HRSSO helper. There we go. HRSSO helper. Okay, I see. So it's a specialized method. Because I think method is a more whatever the English word is. Okay, anyway, so we have our SO helper. Now this is going to be dumb, but what I could do here is I could do I hate what I'm doing so much. Right? I'm literally just gonna use this thing to put all my stupid scriptable objects. Oh my word, this is horrible. Anyway. Okay, so we don't have many. We have a default slot, and then we have a gym weights. And then we have an observation room. What? SF tab? No. Am I doing something wrong? And CTOR tab. No. Oh no, wait, that worked. HRS SO helper. Okay, that one worked. Serialized field tab. MSF effect example. Okay, wait. I mistyped. SF tab. Ah, jeez. Why have I been struggling so much? Oh, that's amazing. Okay. So we do this, right? And then it can live there, and then we can grab this one and say something like SF tab HRS SO helper whatever, let's just call it the HRS SO helper. Okay, and now what I could do is I can just go here and I can do ch.default slot.unlock slot. And I can go HRSSO helper.default slot. Room manager. Actually don't know what that one is for. The hell was the room manager doing? That I have to have a room manager here as well. I don't think so. I think it was a waiting room thing. Yeah, but we're simplifying this stuff quite a bit now, so it might... I don't think it really matters for... Room button manager. I don't know why I needed that, but yeah, I can't remember. I think it's just a thing that helps me with setting the levels of the rooms. Yeah. Might not need it in the future though. Okay. But this slot should be unlocked. Okay, we can come test this now. I'm gonna go use the restroom, grab me another drink, and then I'll be right back. Give me 2 minutes. And I'm back. That one, yes. Okay. Oh, yeah, okay. Okay, so this is obviously not amazing, but you know, it's what it is. I can work with this. So we can unlock the slot now. Let's see if it actually works. So now it should have the information it needs to function, I believe. Oh, yes. Yeah, so if you click on the slot, I should be able to check the slot type, get the room manager, all that good stuff. Okay, we'll just see what this does, and then we'll come back to it if we need to. Let's see. Okay, we're already getting errors. Ah, okay. Let me just recompile. I need to plug in everything in the inspector. Sorry. My bad. My bad. Okay, so we can plug in the help over there. Then the root button manager, I think that comes from my rooms. I'm actually not too sure. Ah, it does. Okay, cool. So now we just need these slots. So this should be a default slot. This is the jump weights slot, and this is the observation room. Okay, that's something. Okay, we can clear that, and let's try it again. So now, I think I gave it everything it needed, so it shouldn't just straight up break this time. Okay, good. No breaking. Okay, and if I click here, you have selected character 2. Okay, so it realized that I selected the character. And then it broke. More character stats UI. Okay, yeah, okay. I haven't implemented that. Makes sense that it would break. Okay, well, let's stick that in there, right? It's gonna look shit, but yeah, why not? Let's just straight up stick it in there. Okay, so in all of this nonsense, let's see. Do I have my character stats anywhere, or did I delete all of it? Okay. Let's try something. I'm gonna try something, yeah. That's not gonna work exactly the way I want. I need to create a second type of more character stats, right? Because it's literally not even gonna fit here. Yeah, this could be our More character stats. Right, something like that. And then I think I could just... I can't remember how you insert something. Oh, UI document. Okay, yeah, this is what we do. So we need to insert. All character stats, yeah. If I plug that in there. Okay. You could just do that. UI manager. Okay, you are just this one. Runes. Okay, fine. Rune manager. Oh, not that one. Oops. Remove component. Rune UI manager. Plug him in, and then I plug you in there, and then I plug you in there. Okay, so that's all those things. Plug you in there. Okay, so what is it gonna do? So let's just go see. So it's gonna say more character stats. Show more character stats with the appropriate component. Is this thing gonna try and find a character stats? Yep. That's exactly what's gonna happen, and it will break. Yes, do I really want to rewrite this as well? That seems a bit rough. Yeah, so we'd need to take this and duplicate it. Let's say, so we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry about that. And now we can hide these. That's fine. Okay. It's essentially not fitting, which is kind of what I suspected. Let's just put it like there. Maybe I can make a variant of this thing without destroying my whole life in the process. I think I'm gonna try something like that. And I need it to fit into a smaller space at least. What is the height here? Now 530-ish. Okay. We'll think about that. Let's just see if this works. Just like that. And then I'll make a new element that's better. Or something. Okay. Okay, cool. We got ace. Yeah, we can just scroll through his stats right now, which is not terrible, but it's not great either. Slot click with no character selected. Okay, something is happening, but also nothing is happening at the same time. Okay, so it got all the way to... so I clicked the slot, and it realized I clicked the slot. Okay. Select character was null. Okay, we did not click on the infirmary. Select character, slot click with no character selected. Okay, so we selected a character. Slot dot character. Okay, we went to select character and interestingly, oh, that is interesting. So how did it get... How did it go to here and not print anything else? That's very interesting. Let's play again. Don't know why that happened. It should have done something at least. Okay, let's clear that. Let's go there. Okay, you have selected character 4. Okay, so it did at least do this part, so it came here. Oh, then it clicked it again, I guess. Oh, I guess this is a little bit confusing actually. It's just the order it's doing this in. Okay, so if I click it again, so select character is not null, then we can say if slot level is equal to 0. Ah. Aha. Aha. I see the problem. It just returns straight. Okay, so default slot. Okay, so let's look at the default slot quickly. So level gets set to 0. So that would be when the slot unlocks. I don't think I like that. I think I want the slots to start at level 1 when you unlock them. That makes more sense to me. Okay, so that simple change should fix that problem. So let's just go through it again. Go click some buttons there. So now I should be able to click multiple slots. So I can click that one, or I can click again. Okay, so the selection works. Okay. That's good. I like that. Okay, now I can't put them in there because these slots currently don't have anything going for them, right? Okay. And now we just need to figure out why this isn't showing or doing anything. Okay, so let's go through that. Maybe that was on hover that it did that, but I kind of wanted to do it on select. Right, it might have been on hover. That probably is why the hovering was being done. Yeah, room slot hover. Not really. Okay, that's not really what I wanted. Okay, let's see if our default slots had a hover callback. They might have. Might have had. Okay. Point to enter event. Hover over character icon. Okay. So hover over character icon was in fact a thing. Show more character stats UI. Okay. I think I want to grab that one. But I want to do this when you select a character. Oh no, wait. It does that. What does this thing actually do? Okay, I guess this is the problem, it just returns because the level prep UI main container style displays none. Okay, I don't want to break this just yet, so what I'm gonna do is this. And instead of level prep UI, we have level. So if both of them are none, then return. Otherwise, do your thing. Okay, let's go test. And if that works, I'll make a variant of the more character stats that fits. It's not going to look good, it's just going to fit. Okay, there we go. Okay, we're getting there. So let's go make a variant of this thing that looks a little bit better for this space. So we'll open up UI Builder. We'll just save it because, you know. Oh my word. I hate that message. That message makes me feel very uncomfortable. Okay, but anyway, open. So, more character stats. Accessing invalid property. I hate that message as well. That's normally the first error I get when it lost one of its selectors. When an item or an element lost a selector. So flippin' frustrating. Okay. File, save as. So we want to make a more character stats. I'm just gonna do V2 here. Right, the UI can work the same. It's just the look's gonna be different. Okay, and then this one. Hey, Arsynth, Arkanth. I can't remember. Yeah, I basically want a duplicate of this thing. I want to copy all of this stuff, and I want to create new USS. Make it a V2. Oh yeah, using UI toolkit, you know. Good old UI toolkit with all its frustrations. That's not what I wanted to do. Boom. Okay, so now we've got the variant. Both of these. Let's close this. So now we can start breaking it. We can... Okay, there we go. We can remove that one. We can make this our active. Right, the custom progress bars don't have to do anything fancy. There we go. You still on Unity's old-fashioned UI stuff? I mean, if it works. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, eh? Okay, I think we can do... It's super old-fashioned. What do you mean? Yeah, that's true. I wasn't very fast. I'm not very fast on either of them, so, you know. I'm equally slow no matter what I use. And especially when I start, right? Like I still kind of struggle with many things, but yeah. Okay. Now we need to get this thing to fit. Okay, let's. Okay, more character stats. I want to see the more character stats because everything needs to fit. So let's just grab this one and open it up. Okay, so I want this thing to fit without the need for scroller. Okay, so one of the things I thought about was for this specific screen, maybe we don't need to see the portrait for the characters. Right, that'll save us a lot of space. If we just take this whole portrait holder, and we go swoop, then the runes do that instead, which would mean, why is this one this big? Oh, the height is set in stone, that's why. So I could already do this. Which is quite a bit better. And then for the runes, I could even make it so it flexes like that. Oh, you know what? It doesn't even matter. Let's just get rid of the title. Like, if you don't know these are the runes, I mean, come on. Like, let's be serious here. Okay, so now we can make the entire height, even less. I want to change the flag. I think the flag will be changed eventually. Let's... What if we get rid of that? Moves up some more. Now we're almost there. We're almost there. Obviously, this thing is still a little much, and that thing kind of overlaps that rune slot. So, you know, we could take the shield and just move it out of the way. I don't know if there's anything I should be aware of here for the shield. Wait, there is probably shield 1. How are you positioned, shield? Okay, you have a width. Oh, I have a level indicator. Okay. And this thing has a padding. Okay, I see. Yeah, we could just move it up like that, right? And that looks a little bit better. And now the only problem is we just have some more... Could I make... I'm thinking... Okay, what if... I need to be careful here, but... What? Okay, let's see something here. Okay, so that is just the top bit. This is the... Okay, they're all in their own little thing. Okay. Interesting. What if I did this? What if I did that? I told them all to move in there. 380 don't grow. I put the runes in there. Okay, let's see. So this visual element can essentially go away now. Which would also mean we could essentially just do this. I'm just going to take the rune holder, I think. I'm just going to position it absolutely. Right. Then I actually don't need any of these. Don't need that. Okay, where's my rune holder now? Back where it normally would be. Yeah, I can literally just put them over here. Right, I think. Okay. Okay, I guess that makes sense. Okay, that looks terrible. Let's undo that. Okay, we need to grab our main stat label holder. And this is where we change it to this. Okay, there we go. I've done it. Okay, that looks like something, maybe. This could be scooched over. Feel like. So we put them in there, and we can tell this thing to just... that doesn't look so good, so let's just give it padding instead until it looks a little better. Right. I think that'll do. Okay, we can give the background some spacing above again if we feel like it. Like so. And there we have it. A variant of our more character stats, which should still work the same way. Okay, so let's go open up our UI blah 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 level prep hard seat. So instead of these, I'm gonna delete them. Gonna put in that one, which fits way nicer. Okay, and then we're gonna call this more character stats 1. Okay, and then we can just duplicate it. Three, 4. Okay. I think that's named correctly, so if we play this, it should just work. It should just work. Do I still have some tea? Hey. Okay, glad to see I didn't break these ones. And... I forgot to hide that nonsense one. Okay. Whoops-a-daisies. Okay, let me just go back. My UI builder, open. UI version 2, and yeah, we just want this thing to not be there. Okay, let's play it now. Ace, Bella, Cleo, Daisy. There we go. Okay, so that, I mean, it's all the information you need. Obviously, I can still make it look a little bit better if I wanted to, but for now, that is good enough. Okay, it was not as painful as I feared. Okay, now the first thing I think I want to do. Okay, why did it do that? Oh yeah, because it doesn't. Those slots aren't actually initialized. That's right. They haven't been made into anything. Okay, but that's fine. I'm happy with that. So let's see if we can make the game play. Okay, so for that, let's see. Normally what we'd have to do, or what we did in the past was, with the level prep, is we'd have a button somewhere that did that for us, right? So yes, we had all these buttons were a thing. There was a start level button somewhere on the screen. Now, where would that button be situated in this case? So if we remember our UI, I kind of feel like the buttons should be here somewhere, right? All the buttons that we want to do stuff with. So I think I'm going to stick one in there for now. Let's just open up the UI again. Okay. Also, we can hide most of these like so. There we go. Okay, let's see. Don't we maybe... What is this? Don't even know. What is this? Menu button container. Yeah, we got a couple of buttons there already, and a shop button. Okay, so this is going to be the essentially the thing called resources, buttons, etc. I'm just going to say resources, buttons, etc. They all go in there, right? Okay, we can just stick an ugly button in there. Actually don't know. I have a yeah, this root container has a thing attached to it. CSS thing. Let's go to my UI. So all buttons should at least have this. Is that true? That the button at least get those? Let's see. Doesn't seem like it. Oh, unless it's because it's got these two. Might be because of that. Okay, but let's just give it button dash green. Boom, there's the button. So this is going to be start next wave level. Like that. Okay, it seems like the text is in fact being set correctly. So that's at least something. Okay, so the button is a little bit shit. Okay, let's try and make it less shit. Like so. There we go. Start next level. Okay, and in our code with our level prep UI, we had a start level button. I'm just gonna literally copy that. Not even gonna. Okay, what we want is essentially all of this. Right? And I did this on enable. I mean, okay. Don't actually know why we need. Okay. Okay, so this is not going to be next level slot, right? This is actually going to query our slot list. Right, so we're going to go slot list. And we specifically want slot 0. So the 0 slot is my next level slot. Okay. Okay, we can take this out for now. Work with that later. So let's see. Player instance selected character. Okay. Okay, so let's see. Init slot lists. So what we want is slot list 0 dot initialize. Not necessarily. We want to unlock the slot. Right. Unlock slot. Okay. We need a slot SO. Okay. HRSO helper dot. Okay. What kind of slot's this going to be? Okay. This is going to be public part seed room slot SO. This is the next level slot. We could call it next level. Let's just call it the next level slot. That's enough of a descriptor for me. If you had to think about it a little bit more, it's probably like the teleporter room or something like that. But just next level slot's fine. Okay, so we need to create that one then. Oops. Create new. Next level. Right, so the type here, okay, so the type doesn't exist. Okay, so it's the next level. Next level. Okay, something like that. Straightforward. Guess we need a hot reload. Recompile quickly so I can get that as an option. Serialize yourself quickly. Okay, so that's the next level slot. Does not take dead characters. It will have a texture one day. It doesn't affect characters. Anything. Okay. Okay, next level slot, room button manager. Okay. Okay, so the helper does have the next level slot, but I didn't give it to the helper yet, so just make sure we put it in. Okay, so that should work. Okay, so it is unlocked. Okay, yeah, we unlock it from the start, so it should be working. Let's just see. So at least that one should be unlocked. The other ones should be technically still not working. Okay. Okay. So we can click, 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 and if I do this and I click there. Okay, good. Good, and now I can actually start the level again. Holy moly, we've done it, people. We've done it. We are back in a playable state. That's amazing. Oh, we can even check the runes quickly. Okay, let's give them both to Daisy. Ah, okay, so there's a bit of a problem here with the runes. I don't see them on Daisy. Okay. That is unfortunate. Just because update available runes needs to be called. Rune Manager, update available runes, party overview UI. Huh. So we did this. Oh, in party overview UI. Okay, yeah. So it worked there. Probably more character stats. Show more character stats, show all, show rune upgrade values, show upgrade values. Display runes in character inventory. Okay, so this needs to be called. So let's see. This is normally called in... Yeah. Right there in... Okay. Okay, yeah. So I did something like this. I don't think I do this. Yeah, okay, so it's basically this one, right? Yeah, it wasn't set up, but now it should be, so that should work now. Oh, we could also do this one, I guess, that makes sense. Rune manager, update available runes. I don't know if that's necessary. Okay, we can add things as we go, right? Yeah, but that should be working a little bit more. Okay, so if we just play it again. Okay, so we can take our owl, start the level, run around. Okay, cool, we got a rune. Let's give it to the Robin. Be over here. We're like, okay, cool. Robin's got a rune. Oh, it's actually at the bottom. Okay, maybe I should change that around. Oopsie. Okay, let's just go swap that around. That's simple enough. Then our runes are looking good. Just have to take the rune holder and... oh yeah. I can't click the button. Okay, seems like... okay, just like that, and that should be fine. Okay. Okay, with that victory, I think I'm gonna go a little bit earlier today. I'll probably work some more on this during the day, but I have some other stuff to go and sort out. 7:45, yeah, let me get going. Thanks everybody for joining me today. Have a good rest of your day, and I can send you off for a raid. Let's go say hello to somebody, shall we? Okay, who can we say hi to? These are some very unfamiliar people currently online. Okay. Why don't I know anybody? Cheers, Damon. Have a good rest of your day. Ah, don't cry, man. It's not that bad. Okay, here we go. We can go say hi to Spagus. All three of us. Let's go. Cheers, everybody.